Welcome, Neo Gothamites, to Above and Batman Beyond, a YouTube channel and podcast all about the futuristic Bat Beyond. I am your co-host, Benjamin David. Today we get to play with some toys, man. Some toys, some toys, some toys. Not only that, we actually have someone to come over and play with us. A Batman Beyond action figure expert joins us today to talk about the newest McFarlane Beyond figures to drop. Say hello, LT.
Hey guys, how are you?
LT is at House of Geekery on Instagram. So, talk about real quick what you do on Instagram and why we have you here.
I co-run the Instagram community club called the Comic Collectors Guild. I am the vice president. We host a lot of members with comic backgrounds, collecting backgrounds, sort of figures, Funko Pops, what have you. We're just a collective of fans of all types of genres. We got anime, cosplay. We got just geeks in general. My forte. Yeah, my forte is, if you see behind me, is action figures. So especially Batman figures. So yeah, happy to be here. So thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the show. So the audio from this will be on our Above and Batman Beyond podcast. Please subscribe to the pod if you don't already. We're on Apple, Spotify, and SoundCloud. For the podcast listeners, don't forget about our Above and Batman Beyond YouTube channel, where we spend most of our time these days. So please consider subscribing there as well, so you don't miss our vids. So again, today is about the new Batman Beyond action figure from McFarlane Toys. Don't forget about my unboxing for the first figure from the same wave with the Batman Beyond Target exclusive action figure. This figure is the first of 4 in a larger McFarlane Build-A-Figure, including one of 4 Batman Beyond pieces to assemble the Joker bot for the Futures End comics. The next 3 Beyond figures to finish the Build-A-Fig will be the Shriek in June 2021, just next month, followed by the Batwoman in August and Blight Powers in October. So be sure to stay tuned here at the channel for more McFarlane Beyond coverage. If you don't already, please follow us on Instagram. We are at Batman Beyond Media, where you can find plenty of Beyond collectibles coverage. Finally, please subscribe to our DC Collecticast podcast here in the network, talking action figures and collectibles from the DC universe. For sure, we'll be doing some crossover content on that show, if not from this episode, for this new Batman Beyond wave. And you can also find our interview there with Todd McFarlane himself, live from New York Toy Fair 2020, talking all about the DC multiverse, back when humans were able to assemble in one place. And there are some DC Collecticast videos here on the channel as well. All right, collectors of Neo Gotham, let's talk McFarlane Batman Beyond. All right, LT. So you, I'll admit, I'm kind of using you in a way, because I am impatiently awaiting my McFarlane non-exclusive Batman Beyond action figure to arrive. I saw your review. You tagged me, as always, much appreciated, on Instagram, again, at house_of_geekery. Please allow me to vicariously live through you.
Right.
Talk about this new figure. Yeah.
We're talking about the single carded figure, correct?
Yeah, the second one that came out. So the non-Build-A-Fig. Yes, there it is.
Now, I ordered this one, pre-ordered it through Amazon. No, I'm sorry, for Target also, way back when. And it came in probably a good month after the Build-A-Figure version.
Okay.
This one is by far my favorite. I mean, I'm just partial to the head sculpt, the flames for the boots, the jet boosters. I'm sorry for the glare. But I'm really impressed with this single carded version versus the Build-A-Figure version we have. Only because
I like it better too. But go ahead, I want to hear what you think.
Only because of the face mask, the face, and the face mold. I mean, I don't recall many times ever seeing a complete face mask of Batman Beyond anywhere. I'm sure there is. I'm probably just not that into it to really know if he ever had a full mask, but
it happened in the comics only a few times. It wasn't very often. Yeah.
Okay. I stopped reading. I shouldn't have. But anyway, I didn't like that. But so when they announced the single carded version, and it was going to be more in tune with the original cartoon comic version as far as the head sculpt. I was already sold. As far as the whole build a figure set, I'm excited because I've also got the Shriek and the Shriek card single carded maskless version already ordered, also from Target, of course.
Same.
They haven't put, of course, Batwoman Beyond, daughter of Dick Grayson.
Yes.
We haven't seen real. I mean, we haven't seen anything more than from what Todd McFarlane announced that one time, announcing the whole set. And then finally, Blight Powers. We haven't seen anything of him. I mean, I think we saw maybe a photo that he was using as part of the introduction, but there's nothing concrete. I'm really hoping they go old school on that with the neon green phosphorus glow. God, that'd be so awesome.
Dude, if they did like a see-through, oh my god.
Yeah. Or even if it was glow in the dark.
Yes.
Nice. Glow in the dark. Or even freaking little battery pack where you just can hit the button and it glows. Something. Just to show that, what Blight is and what he's known for, all radioactive. But again, we haven't seen anything as far as introductions, rumors, anything. We know it's coming out, and it's coming out.
Even get the card thing, like the because sometimes that gives away what it's inspired by. You know what I mean? Like
like this one on the Build-A-Figure, it has nothing. It says nothing about it, anything else, and then all of them are blacked out. It doesn't say anything as far as expired, and then.
But I mean, in his reveals, did McFarlane show which, like, did he say it would be comics or animated series?
He didn't say. I think. Well, I think if it was comics, because none of these are animated. I mean, the Shriek itself, although it looks, it's very in tune with the costume from the animated and the comics, but
it's a direct lift from the comics. Yeah, it's not. Whereas Blight. Yeah, I think I want to say from memory, he said he's going with comics for all these, which is surprising. It's like, I get why you're doing that, but like, and especially with Batwoman Beyond, like that's just straight up smart and representation, whatever else. Like if there was a Batwoman Beyond in the animated series, like give us any Batwoman Beyond, fine with me. I'm surprised that like for 100% of this whole wave, he didn't go animated.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, I'm happy he did it this way, only because
interesting.
I know. I love the anime. God bless, but the animated version he's already released of Batman and of John Stewart Green Lantern were not well received, only because of the Bruce Timm style of sculpting. The skinny legs, a broad chest, and everything. We had that has been done itself by DC Collectibles did a bunch of those and released a bunch of those, and although those were well received, I don't see, because McFarlane is known for detail, for sculpts, for articulation, and like those are the only two. Wait, I think they did Harley, I think, animated too.
I mean, that's interesting that they weren't received well, because I celebrated that he was doing that with the animated, because yes, he is known more for his the detail and stuff like that. So it was a bit surprising at first, but I thought it was cool that he's going to like not just do what DC Collectibles, DC directed, which was straight from the animated screen into a figure. So it was all the proportions, everything else. He kind of McFarlaneized in a way the DC AU with those figures, and that it's a shame that, because I think in concept that was a good idea. I didn't know that they weren't well received. I love that Superman figure. I mean, honestly, right? How good is that Superman figure?
Yeah, I know. No, do I have that one there? Yeah, I did. Well, I think it would have been more well received had they released more. We haven't seen any
Mm.
more, and since, well, when maybe John Stewart Green Lantern. No, I mean, I think that was the last one animated.
I think
They
you're
haven't.
right. Yeah, it's only three. And then Harley, to nitpick a little there, that actually it looks like an animated Harley, but it's technically from the comics.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, had they continued with the series of animated Justice Leaguers, yes, I think they would have been well received, only because people would have wanted the set. But now they're just so far in between. That's what I think. I really don't know. I just know McFarlane fans want that detail. They want that articulation. They want that high end sculpts that McFarlane has come to know, as far, through Spawn, through anything he's ever put out. So
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what so many of us were excited about. What was it, January 2020, when they first revealed that, they had the license. Well, not first revealed that they had the license, but when they first revealed the figures and everything like that, everyone was just like, "Oh my god, the detail that this guy is going to be able to bring to DC." Because for so long we didn't. It wasn't dependable where we'd find our detail, and certainly with action figures, and so far as going into Target, Walmart, which we're going to talk about today, of like, good luck getting like good, let alone detailed, dependable DC. I think at stores like that, and now it's great. Such a different
yeah,
world with Spin
no,
Master and McFarlane.
I have more than, I want to say I'm just missing a few, but I have more than enough of the Mattel DC multiverse before, and it looks like towards the end they just didn't start. They stopped caring about. They were just pumping out figures. Didn't care about uh articulation or sculpt. I mean, that last wave of Batman, Joker, and I believe was Poison Ivy.
Mm.
I think they were throwback to earlier versions of them, but they just look like trash.
Yeah, they were
I
like
mean,
lazy. It was weird because some of them were like Batman 80 figures too.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like the Batman Beyond, I see it right there. It was a good version of it,
Mm-hmm.
because it came with two head sculpts.
I also like their missions line, and that was
Oh,
surprising.
oh yeah, Bob. That was what the Kenner versions, right? The
Well, no,
mission.
that's I think that's Mission Masters, but they did a Mattel toward the
Yes,
very end was,
yes,
yeah,
yes. I collected those too. I've got a bunch of those, but they yeah, they just abruptly stopped.
right. No, it was weird because it was like a cool set, and then they were gone. It was like there was a Joker, and in fact, the Joker looked almost Return of the Joker, Batman Beyond inspired.
Mm.
He had
I
like the black long
remember.
coat, and then the short green hair, and it was just more kind of stylized, or futurized. So that
Yeah.
was cool. But yeah, no, I mean, dude, it was Mattel was not dependable, and like they also did weird stuff at the end too, like with the Ray figure. Like, who the hell wanted that?
Yes, well, being the completist that I am, I bought it. I see it right there.
I see the Ray right here.
So yeah, no, I had a bunch of those figures. I had to get them,
Mhm.
um, because again, even if I don't like them, I'm a completist. I need that series. I need complete series. Even if, like, say, one of these McFarlane Build-A-Figure sets, if there's one figure that I don't like, I still need to get it.
Mm.
You know, and not because I'm for the Build-A-Figure. I don't open my figures. All my figures are sealed. I've
Interesting.
never,
So that's your
I've,
style. You never open your
I
figures.
do not open anything.
Huh.
If I happen to find one at a discounted price where the package is just trash, I'll get it and open it. Yes, but no, I'm a collector. I'm a inbox collector. I do not open anything. I mean,
Inbox collector.
if any of your fans get to see my my Instagram page, you'll see all my figures are closed. I do not open them, and a lot of people always ask me and question me that. So it is what it is. It's going to be a something I will leave to my daughter. Once I'm long gone, she can do whatever she wants with it. I don't care. But for right now, I'm having fun.
She'll continue your legacy with
Hopefully, yes, yes.
the
She's a geek.
chapter 2 will be articulation.
She's a geek, so yay.
That's cute. Nice. All right, so yeah, I guess back to McFarlane, and then we'll get into some Spin Master stuff. So again, we have thus far we've gotten the McFarlane Target exclusive Batman Beyond Build a Figure. Again, that goes with the Joker Bot Future Zen, which is from the New 52 comics. Now we've gotten what we're talking about today, which is the non-exclusive, which again has the boot jets and doesn't have that full face, whereas the exclusive has the full face. Next one's going to be the Shrieks. So there's a Target exclusive, there's a regular exclusive. Which of those are you more excited for?
Actually, the unmasked, the non-exclusive one. Again, only because of the head sculpt. And the only other difference between the head is the head sculpt, and it comes with one less wave or shock wave or sound wave. I mean, other than that, it just looks cool. I like the aesthetic of actually seeing a face. It wasn't. I mean, Shriek's character's face is just so just one piece rounded. It looks too generic. So I'm more likely gonna like the unmasked version, but of course, again, like I said, I'm gonna get both. I'm a completist. I need them both.
Specifically with Beyond, I'm a complete. I am a completist for sure with this line. Yeah, so I'm getting both. I agree. I like the unmasked better. I just think anytime you give me an option for an unmasked action figure, I just think that's like it's obscure, right? So I like to go to semi-obscure stuff, even with like shirts that I have, shit like that. I like to have not just like, this is exactly what we know, but just slightly more obscure versions of it. An unmasked Shriek is dope. Like you wouldn't think of it because that character, like you said, is such a sound character. But really, the cooler aspect of that, I mean, yeah, he's got a cool helmet, but I'd say probably the most iconic would to that character are those bear claw sound things he's got.
Oh yeah.
So,
well, I'm what I kind of forgot all about him when they announced what do you call it, Blight at the end. I'm like, okay, as is in the cartoon, there wasn't that many bad guys to really focus on, but the important Blight was the bad guy. So I
for sure, yeah,
shrugged off Shriek, but no, I agree. Like McFarlane, going back a little, McFarlane has been recently releasing a lot of variants with different head sculpts, same body but different head sculpts. In fact, Target had the Flashpoint Bruce Wayne Batman, and then they released one unmasked.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, and then I just put it away. Okay. Wait, you didn't see the unmasked Flashpoint Batman?
I don't think so. Like maybe pictures. Oh, dope.
Yeah,
I definitely haven't seen that.
It's the same sculpt, everything minus the head, and then they added the sword from the actual Flashpoint storyline where he stabs Reverse Flash. Spoiler alert if you haven't read it. Sorry.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry. Going back, McFarlane's been releasing a lot of figures with different head sculpts, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do see something for the Batwoman Beyond as far as a different figure, a single carded figure. How so? I don't know. I don't recall how she looks unmasked, and I don't think they would do that. And again, I wouldn't know how they would do Blight. How would they make it? I make a different version, different glowing. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you do what we talked about before of like maybe one's translucent, one's glow in the dark, maybe one's not as kind of like radioactive as the other.
Right. Yeah. This any kind of variant, geeks like me, will go and buy it. It's just a fact that that's how they're making their money on variants. So
now, so it seems like you were let me ask. Villain wise, you're definitely more interested in Blight among the whole line. Is that are you most excited about that? Happy most about that, or the Batman figures themselves? Is that what you're all about?
Are you talking about just that series, or the of everything of all the line?
Oh, sorry, I should say of the whole McFarlane
as far as
line here. Yeah, did you like the Batman figures the most, or are you more excited now for Blythe?
Man, I don't know. To be honest, Batman, but it once I see Blight, I don't know. I might change. I don't know. It's just how it.
Yeah.
We got to see how.
Sure, we haven't seen it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping he continues the Batman Beyond series. If not animated, but with other characters. I mean, even throwing in some Batman Beyond Future Justice League, characters, Warhawk, Big Barda. Oh my
this was my next question. Yeah, who else do you want to see? So yes, Justice League Beyond would be badass.
Yeah, Barda, Warhawk, even the Elder Kal-El Superman. What's that little Green Lantern? Cairo, and then make him with a 2-pack with Micron, 2 little figures. The possibilities are endless. Hello.
He can do a lot. Micron could be like his own accessory.
Yes. As long as you got anything, that whole line right there would be awesome as far as a future Batman Beyond. Then you got secondary characters. I'd be remiss if I didn't say we need an Old Man Bruce figure.
Absolutely, that's a must.
Either animated or comic wise, I don't care. We need that. That's one thing that the DC
correct,
the DC multiverse before this didn't have. Then again, they didn't have much, but still, as far as Batman Beyond, we barely got an Old Man Bruce in a DC collectibles version with a 2-pack with Terry. I don't think there's another single card of Old Man Bruce.
If it was, it would have been years ago. Yeah. And nothing recent for sure.
Yeah. Then you go into like,
what about villains? Sticking with villains. Who else do you want to see villain wise?
As far as Beyond, I would like to see the clone Dick Grayson of Hush.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Right? That's just far out there. I know.
Yeah. Why not? Hush Beyond.
Crap, man. Just because I'm stupid, I would like to see Wolf from the Joker gang. The Wolf, right? Is that what?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
For the hell of it.
This is why I need my Beyond expert with us, my co-host here, to verify.
God, man, I haven't seen Beyond in a while. God,
that's all good. I just wanted to maybe get if you had any other villains in mind, or so what were some other characters you had in mind?
Man, as far as anything Beyond, I would like to see a Static from Beyond.
Yes, the Future Static. Shock episode. Yeah,
Future Shock. Yeah.
Nice call, man. Yeah, older Virgil, that'd be badass,
wouldn't it? That'd be cool. Shit, I don't know.
All good. That's good. That's a good list. That's a good list.
Yeah, no, I had really, when they announced Batman Beyond, I was like, the first thing I thought was the Future Justice League. Even what's her face? Aqua Girl, Aqua Lady.
Yes.
She's
Aqua Girl.
Kind of generic, but still. I would. Who else is in there? There's a lot of characters. Isn't Shazam in there in the comics?
I think in the comics, yeah.
Mr. Miracle, I think, is still there. They were already going off on other characters, but if we had the main core from the cartoon, definitely Warhawk. Oh, I can just imagine some silver metal wings and his big old mace like Shira had, his mom. But anyway, we can dream.
We can.
This is the second year of his 3-year contract, right? Of McFarlane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this will be year 2. Yeah.
So I'm thinking this guy is going to hold on to the copy, or not the copyright, but the license for a while. I mean, Mattel had it for what, over 15, close to 20 years.
And what makes you think that? Just because sales are doing, people are excited, stuff like that?
Yeah, everyone loves McFarlane. The only negative is, well, I don't know if you've heard, a lot of people bitch about how many Batman figures have been put out.
Like, that's a problem.
How is that a problem? Batman sells. Shut up. Yeah, no, like, like there's a Batman in every wave, or every wave is Batman related somehow. But no, it's the more the better. But
I mean, it's also your most popular character. Like, what are you going to do?
Exactly.
Not do that?
Exactly. And more than Superman. It's funny because it's true. But yeah, no, McFarlane, I believe he's going to have the license for a while, God willing, because I mean,
I hope so. I love what he's doing so friggin' much, man.
I mean, on top of his regular figures, he's putting out those platinum edition versions, and he's got the chase versions.
Yeah, like the red white knight thing. Come on.
Oh my God.
Every time I see it, I'm like, just buy it. Just buy it.
You're talking about the Target exclusive, right?
Is that an exclusive as well?
The white knight red version.
Now you're making it even harder to not buy. And as a comic guy, you know, I mean, as an artist, he is a nerd. He is a comic fan, artist, collector of toys, of comics, he's just, right, one of us.
But so like, what I love about is when he's giving us those release videos, he's like, he's making sounds. I was like, dude, I love you.
It's amazing. Now it is so infectious, his enthusiasm. Like, I mean, you know, I mean, how could you just not be enthused when someone's just like, look at how awesome this figure is? Just, if you look at this figure, well, he's just, everything he says about it, the way he talks about it, the way that he talks about, again, like his approach as a collector, and just going into it from that point of view, like you said, I really hope he maintains this license, because just beyond wise, like, what's dope is that if these things do sell, again, he's a fan and he's a businessman, so it has to sell well. But if it does sell well, like, you know, we're just going to get all the fucking Beyond we want.
Yes. I agree. I mean, we didn't technically need that single version of Batman Beyond, but he threw it out there. And we're getting that, you know, second of Shriek. We didn't need it, but he's throwing it out there, and people will buy it. You know,
that's such a good point. Yeah, we didn't need an approach.
Yeah, we don't need a lot of these color swap variants, but we do because they sell. Man, to me, the variants just double my collection. You know, tenfold every time. If there's a variant, I'll get it. There's just one more. So
that is the psychology of a collector,
right?
Speaking of variants, I thought we could use this as a bit of a transition to Spin Master. Sound good?
Cool.
So, LT, anything else you wanted to say about McFarlane, Batman Beyond?
No, I mean, I'm excited for this whole wave. We still got technically 3 more figures that are supposed to come out this year for the Build-A-Figure. I'm hoping we get these extra single carded figures, you know, with the Batwoman Beyond and the Blight figures.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we get extras like we did here with Terry's Batman Beyond and Shriek. I'm hoping he expands the Batman Beyond universe to more figures, you know, like we discussed. Hopefully he'll do that Future Justice League. Oh, that'd be so awesome.
Oh my God.
Or even you know, making some animated sculpts, you know, that'd be awesome.
Yes.
But I mean, McFarlane's on fire with all these figures. I mean, not only the Batman Beyond line, but every facet or to any degree of Batman, as far as story wise, comic wise. And you know, and then, like I said earlier, a lot of people are complaining that it's all Batman, but who cares? We're getting other figures. I just got a new Wonder Woman. In fact, I didn't show you.
Yeah, please do.
The
what's the new one?
This is the Fate masked Wonder Woman.
Oh shit!
This is the single carded variant from the Last
Dark
Night on
Knight's
Earth.
Metal. Oh, Last Night on Earth. Okay.
Yeah, that figure was the build a figure for Bane.
Okay.
This is the single carded of that, and again, it's just a head swap, and it's like only on one panel of the comic do you see her with Fate's mask. I believe. I don't remember
So sweet.
So if he keeps on pumping out single carded figures on top of the regular figures, I'm happy, especially if the next two Beyond sets come with that. I'm definitely on. So I love it.
Kick ass. All right. Well, thanks again for coming on, man.
Oh man, I appreciate it. I believe we tried to do this last year and just technical difficulties constantly.
Yes.
So, we got it, hopefully, I'm called back.
You were definitely called. We got so much bonus content on here that to not call you back.
Oh man, I over geeked myself right now. I think I'll go take a nap.
Yeah, we're all tuckered out from geeking out.
Yeah, man. If it's a Batman figure, I'm happy to help. I've got tons of shit. I've got tons. If I could just turn my camera 360, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, one day we'll do that. One day we'll definitely we should totally just do just that, like a tour of your room. That would be amazing.
Yeah. I would need time to clean it up, but yes.
That's the beauty of Hollywood. It's keep it as small and trick the eye as much as possible.
Just Photoshop all the dust bunnies out.
Yes. Awesome. So tell them once again where they can find you and about the Comic Collectors Guild.
I am the vice president of the Comic Collectors Guild, an Instagram community club of geeks such as yourself, such as I. We are just a collective of likely-minded friends that like to share, whether it be comics, video games, figures, Funko Pops, cosplay, anime, anything you're geek about. We would love to have you on our club. You can also find me on my Instagram page itself, house_of_geekery, where I house all my pictures. I do have another Instagram account that I really don't pimp out. Okay. It is called House of Action Figures. Okay. That's my side project of other action figures aside of Batman. That's probably 2 or 3 months old. So it doesn't have that much stuff. It's got a lot of stuff, but not compared to the past 3 or 4 years of House of Geekery. So
yeah, and do not sleep. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, and do not sleep on House of Geekery, like you say. I mean, I started off for a reason saying this guy is a Batman Beyond action figure expert, and that is not a lie. And I didn't say that just because of the McFarlane stuff. We didn't even touch your expertise in, which is what we wanted to last year, I believe, the Kenner Batman Beyond. Yeah, we didn't even scratch the surface today.
No,
that's a legit Instagram. Definitely check that out. And it's like a comprehensive Batman Beyond action figure education on there. So well done, my friend.
Thank you.
All right. So once again, the audio from this will be on our Above and Batman Beyond podcast. Please subscribe to the pod if you don't already. We're on Apple, Spotify, and SoundCloud. And for the podcast listeners, don't forget about our Above and Batman Beyond YouTube channel, where we spend most of our time these days. So please consider subscribing there as well so you don't miss our vids. And if you don't already, please follow us on Instagram. We are at Batman Beyond Media, where you can find plenty of Beyond Collectibles coverage.
This is LT, House of Geekery, Vice President of the Comic Collectors Guild, reminding you to always go above and Batman Beyond.